So in the last class, we have discussed about star schema, and few of you correctly drawn the diagram for the same with an example. Now today we are going to discuss Snowflake schema. Now look at this diagram. What you can see that there is a fact table here, that is sales fact table, and that has been connected to item, time, branch, measures, location, and these two we'll discuss now. What is the difference you may observe between the star schema and snowflake schema? What's the difference between them? You have already gone through the star schema, and now you have noticed that this is the diagram. What is the sample figure for the snowflake schema? So what is the difference you can see from these two diagrams? Okay, no answer. So no problem. You'll see that this is a fact table. This is being connected to time, branch, measures, item, location. So up to this is like a star schema, right? If we consider this only, then this is a star schema. But what happened about this one and this one? So item, this dimension table, you'll see that we have item key, item name, brand type, and supplier key, right? So now from the supplier key, we have one more table, that is supplier. And in the supplier table, we'll have supplier key and supplier type. Okay, so from the item table, again, we have one more table being referenced by it, that is supplier table. So supplier key is bring this supplier, and there we'll have information about the supplier key and supplier type. Okay, then again, look at the location tab. If you carefully look at the location table, it is okay. We have location key, street, city key. But if we have some more information about the city, then we will have another dimension out of it, right? So that is city. And in the city, we have city key, city state, or province. Another thing we can add here, can anybody tell me what will be that one? One more thing we will add to that location. No answer. I think I'll probably get the answer after this lecture. Anyway, so sales spec table. This is time. This is branch. This is measures. Location item, again item to supplier. Location to city. So when you try to analyze this figure, you will see that this is taking the shape of a snowflake. You probably know about what is snowflake. Okay, so it looks like a snowflake. Okay, one is produced from other like that. Okay, from bigger to the smaller, then more smaller like that. So that is the shape of a snowflake. When you know or notice the snowflakes, it takes like this. Okay, so that's why this schema is known as snowflake schema. It is clear. Now coming to the next one, that is known as fact constellation. Okay, what is the name of it? Fact constellation schema. Now we already see a that star schema, snowflake schema. You'll see that in the case of snowflake schema, the means overall observation of the different dimension is become more specific. Okay. Now again, if we try to relate those different dimensional tables with others, then it generates one more schema for you that is known as fact constellation. Now look at this diagram. Sales fact table, we have time, we have branch, we have measures, item, location. So यहाँ तक कि up to this, you know that this is the simple star schema. Now look at this table, shipping fact table. You'll see that we have time key, item key, shipper key, from and to location, dollars, cost, unit ships. Okay, these are the parts of this shipping fact table. Now this time key is referring to which one? This time table, right? Okay. So similarly, item key is referring to this item table. Then shipper is referring to the shipper. From and to, of course, they are referring to location table, right? Now, one again, we may have about the dollars, cost, and unit stock, unit ship. But when you look at this, that this means that now in the fact, I mean, constellation schema, we try to relate the different dimension with the other dimension of that particular star schema, right? Origin to star schema here. The origin is the star schema, but thing is that we try to relate the different dimension tables with the others. So that's why this is taking the shape of this fact constellation, or you can say this is again, if you look it and if you analyze this figure, then you will find that this is taking the shape of a galaxy. That's why this is also known as galaxies. Now, the difference you have to notice between snowflake schema and fact constellation schema. I think I will get the answer after this lecture when you get it. That what is the difference between this snowflake schema and the fact constellation schema. तो मैं फिर से एक बार फैक्ट कंसोलेशन के बारे में बता देता हूँ आपको फैक्ट कंसोलेशन में क्या हो रहा है स्टार्स की बात तक आपको पता है यहाँ क्या हो रहा है अलग से ये डायमेंशन है they are referring to other dimensions. Other means almost all the dimensions, so they are related to each other. So taking the shape of a galaxy, that's why this is known as galaxy shape. Now this cuboid portion we have already discussed that you know that how the dimensions being calculated like apex cuboid. If I am going to ask you that what is the main means feature of this apex cuboid? Can anybody of you tell me what is the main feature of this apex cuboid? Any one of you, can you answer this? What is the main feature of apex cuboid in one line? Very good. This proves that you are sincerely attending my classes. Thank you. So that's all for today.